So I look like this because of this. So it got up to 31 degrees today, and it's 10 past 7 at night, and it's still 28 degrees. So excuse me for this hot messy video, but I can't help it. So welcome back, guys. It's Sam here from Mind My Needle, back for Flosstube number 12. Finally, I am finally back. So my last Flosstube update was in November 2017, and tell you what, it has been busy since then. We've had family, we've had Christmas, school holidays are still on, more family. So we've had my partner's family who's been here from Australia over Christmas, and now my grandparents, and I've got a cousin and her partner that have arrived from the UK, so they're staying with my parents up in Auckland. So we have been between here and Auckland, and it's just been so busy since November, so I apologise for the length of time between videos, but I am back. Yay! So what's been happening? As you can see, I've seen some sun. Went swimming at the pools today with my partner and the children. Had sunscreen on, but I still end up looking like this. Ooh. I've had some stitching. I've had a few finishes. I've got some whips, and I also have some haul to show you. So I don't want this one to be too much of a long video. I'll try and keep it brief. But as this goes on, I'm probably going to look sweatier and hotter, so I apologise in advance, but I can't do shit about it. So finishes. So since last time I saw you, I have had 7 finishes. 3 of them are ATCs that I don't have, so I can't show you. If you have seen my Instagram, earlier in January I finished the Apple Orchard by Country Cottage Needleworks. I don't have it, I actually gave it to my mum, but I'll show you the finish. So here it is here. So this is stitched on 32 count vintage country mocha, I think it is. As you can see, I didn't do the words, and I swapped the white out on this one for 3865 because white, I hate stitching white, and I chose this just because it was a little bit of colour. So that's off with my mum. I will be stitching this one again for myself. I quite like this one. So that was my January finish, and my 3 ATCs are my January finishes, and that's all I finished so far this year. So the stuff I finished last year, between November and December, since the last time I saw you. Afternoon in London, I have finished. So this is stitched on 32 count water lily, which is the called for fabric with the call for threads. And last time you saw it, I had about this much done, and I was just filling in this last time you saw it, but now it's finished. So I finished that one of my December finishes, and the other December finish I done was Little House Needleworks sampler stitches. I finished it. This is stitched on 32 count vintage country mocha Belfast. All the call for threads. I did do some changes here in this one. So I changed the way that they done the girls, so I should show you. So basically I tried to match the hair with their shoes all the way through it, And what I was trying to do as well is for them not to be all the same, because they had a lot of brown hair, black shoes, and I swapped it all out. So like this one's black hair, black shoes, brown hair, brown shoes, brown hair, brown shoes, and this one here is grey hair, grey shoes, and so on. And then also what I tried to do is not to have them all the same. So when I showed you in November, I had just done the grass down here, and that's about it. So that's done. Yay. And then the other finish I have is, last time you saw this, I was working on number 3. So this is Country Cottage Needlework Snow Place series. So this is Snow Place 3. So last time you saw it, I had the words done and the bottom and the border. So I've gone and done all the white and the white and red borders. Now I'm starting on number 4. So this is the whole piece here. So this is done on 16 count Ada. This is before I got into linen, so, and it's with all the called for threads. So that's where I'm up to. So I've just been working on this today. So I've done the green tree and the green in the border, and I'm just going to go and finish the green down the bottom. So, and that's what number 4 will look like when it's done. So this is kind of segued into my whips. I'm going to try and keep this really short and brief. As I said, it's really hot. So what else? For whips, I restarted my donor stitch. This is it here, the Little Mermaid. So as you remember, or may not have seen, I started in the centre, and when I originally started stitching this, I actually was stitching it the wrong way on the fabric. So I've gone and picked it all out and restarted it on the fabric on the right way. So I'll show you what I have. It's still on my Q-snap, and this is my restart. This is just done on a 32 count white opalescent Belfast. So that's my restart. Get out my face. I actually need to unpack this. I've missed a whole line in here, so I need to unpick this and redo that, but that's okay. So that's the restart there, on the right way this time. So I learnt my lesson. The next whip I've been working on is Olga's Tart by Plum Street. So I picked this pattern up 1, 2, 3 stitch before the new year, and I'm stitching this on a 32 count. Can't remember what it's called, but it's yellow, mottled yellow, and that's it there. So I'm stitching this one in hand. I'm using the sewing technique on this one because it's the first time I'm using that sort of technique. The pattern's quite small, so it's easy. Dumbass move, when I originally started it, I didn't realise that this fabric is printed. So on one side it's plain, and on the other side it's printed. So me being a dumbass started stitching the wrong way, so I had to unpick it and restart it, and then when I done my restart, my counting was off, so I unpicked it again. So this is 3rd time's a charm, and I've already screwed it up. But that's alright. So what I've done is I've put in here, there's 1 stitch too many, but I'm just fudging it and making it work because I'm not unpicking it. There's only 1 stitch that's out down here, so you won't notice. It'll just be a fat cat. That's fine. I like fat cats. I've got one myself. Another pattern I picked up before Christmas was Country Cottage Needleworks, the Cafe. This is to go with the bookstore that I've already done, that you would have seen in my last video. So this is getting stitched on 32 count, a 32 count, I can't remember which one. So that's where I'm at the moment. So I started this before Christmas, as I did with August tarts. I was going to do, I was planning on doing the Year of Whips, but I've given that away. I am doing Stitch from Stash instead, and which is organised by Miss Oh So Crafty on Flosstube. So Stitch from Stash is a Facebook group. Basically, you set yourself a limit and stitch from stash, basically. And when you purchase stuff, it takes off your budget. And when you do a finish, it goes towards a credit. So at the moment, I'm in credit, which is good. So I bought more stuff. So yeah. So that's why I started this one before Christmas. And as I just show you again, this is all done in DMC. This doesn't have any specialty threads in it. So that's it for now. The next one I have been working on is this is a bossy thread kit, Hush Little Bunny. So when you saw it last, I was working on the outline of the bunny and some of the blue in the dress. And this is where I'm up to. This is getting stitched on the kit Ada, which is 16 count, with all the threads that came with it. So this is where I'm up to on it. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get this page finished, and then, or this quarter of the page, and then I'll do this quarter, and then I'll move up to the top. So that's it there. Drink break. Next whip I have been working on. It's also a new start for me. Started this end of last year. Another Bothy thread kit. This is the Rainbow Dreams. That's what it looks like when it's finished. And this is where I'm up to. This is done on 14 count Ada, which is in the kit. There you go. So the bottom of her dress and the cloud and the paint bucket. So this here, just fold it up, it'll be easier. See these stars? These are metallics. Pain in the ass. So this is 1/1. This is 2/2. This is 1/1 in metallic and up here. And it's a pain in the ass. So my metallic started going really thin and then it broke halfway. So I'm trying to leave all the metallics to the last because I'm not enjoying stitching with them at all. They're crap, to be honest. So that one's in timeout because it annoyed me. What else? I jumped on the Michael Powell 20 to stitch. So I've got this one and his other one. So I jumped on this bandwagon that was going around thanks to Michelle, Bendy Stitchley and Drew from Weasley Studios and a few others. So I picked these books up before Christmas. I got them from Book Depository, so they were cheap with free shipping to New Zealand, which is good. I think I got 2 books for $20. So I decided I was going to do it like this. Do the Wintry Chapel. This is what it looks like. And this is my mega start. There. Oh. There. So I've converted all the colours to DMC because it's an anchor. And that's my start so far. And I haven't touched it for a while because I got sidetracked. I went back to my Bothy kits and did some of those. And the only other thing I've been working on since I saw you last, which I said in my last video I was going to finish and I haven't because I've been sidetracked with other stuff, is my Dimensions kit, Be a Light. And this is where I'm up to. So this is it here. So, when you saw it last, I had done all the half stitches around here, and since then I have been doing half stitches around here. So that's it. I've decided I'm not going to make plans because I never keep to them, so why bother? So I'm just stitching what I feel like. It's, what, how many days? 25 days into the new year. No new starts yet. Maybe that will change tonight because I've just got some haul in. So in regards to haul, what I've got since the last time I've seen you. So this is the other Michael Powell 20 to stitch. So you might have heard the fancy outhouse sale, which was for this one. I haven't started that. So that's alright though, one day. I also got the Country Cottage Needleworks Sunflowers in Summer. Funny enough, my name means sunflower, hence why I bought it. Really love this one. And I've got 32 count cocoa to stitch on, which I think is the call for. It calls for 30 count weeks cocoa linen, and I got 32. Just fine. Then I've got another Country Cottage Needleworks, the Needlework Shop. I'm thinking I might change this from white to another colour and from the pink to another colour. This is the pink it calls for. 3716, and it's a bit too pinky for me, much like my face. So I might swap it. I'll see. I hate stitching white. Really hate stitching white, and that's a lot of white in that house. I won on Michelle Bendy Stitchy in one of the giveaways. I won the Little House Needleworks Ye Old Coffee House. So that came. Haven't started this one yet. So Michelle sent me this and some threads, so thank you, Michelle. Much appreciated. It's in my pile to start this year. And last year I also got Sweet Thoughts of You, which is by Blackbird Designs. So this is stitched on a perforated paper, 14 count perforated, and it's stitched using Gentle Arts, but I'm just going to do the DMC. And I might just find some, I'm not going to do it on the perforated paper, decided I'm going to stitch it on something else. Not sure what yet, but yeah, I'll figure that out. I really like this though. So the good thing in this, it's also giving you the alphabet to change less and the numbers to change the dates out, which is really cool. I also bought myself online Garden Privé Cat Lovers because I'm a cat lover. So I've got this. This is all done in DMC and it's done on 20 count Ada. No way. I'm going to get some 32 count for it. That's on the way. I've got two different colours coming. One will be for this, and the other piece of fabric is for my prairie school where there are bees, because I want to start that on the 1st of February. So my haul that turned up today from Blackbird Designs, the Garden Club Series #1, basket of cherries. Now I didn't realise this has specialty stitches in here, so in the basket and the cherries, I think that's it. Yeah, in the basket and in the cherries. I only realised that after watching another Flosstuber, Rach from Rara's Realm. She started this as part of her rotation, and I had already ordered it, and I thought, bugger, I'm going to have to learn how to do these stitches, but that's alright. And the other chart I got was another Blackbird Designs. It's from the Loose Feather series, Bountiful Harvest. And this one has specialty stitches in it too, in these leaves. What's this one stitched in? This is stitched in Crescent Colour, Gentle Arts and Wheat's dye, but I'm just going to do it in the DMC, I think. So there. So that's my haul, that's my whips, that's my finishes. No plans because I don't keep to them. Hoping to have more time from next week to be able to do videos and stuff because the kids go back to school. I've actually switched jobs 15 minutes before the previous company I worked for closed for Christmas. I handed in my resignation and yesterday was my last day with them. So Monday coming I start my new job. It's local, so it gets me out the house, which is good because working from home wasn't suiting my type of personality. I was going a bit batshit crazy talking to 3 cats every day, all day. So, yep, change of jobs, still in the same industry, but changed. And also less hours, so I'll be able to I'll drop the kids at school in the mornings, go to work, come home, and I should be home by 5 o'clock at night every night, which is good. And then hopefully we'll get back into a bit of a more routine, and then I'll be able to do more Flosstubes, which will be great for me. Be able to share with everyone what I'm up to and where I'm at with things. What else have I got? On the 3rd of February, I have organised a stitching catch-up. Or stitching meetup with all the local Wellington stitchers. Those that are interested and haven't heard, look up New Zealand Cross Stitchers on Facebook and the event is there. We're meeting at the Upper Hutt Library at 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. So we'll be there. So yeah, I'll be there from 10. So that'll be good, my first one. Meet some local stitchers because I don't know anyone that stitches, not even in my last town. I never knew anyone that didn't cross stitch other than a lady I worked with. Apart from that, no one else I know does it. So yeah, it'd be good to meet people and have friends that are into the same hobbies, other than obviously I've got other hobbies, other friends and that, but more cross stitchers who get the frustration sometimes with cross stitching and that frog visiting, or doing stupid stuff like stitching on the wrong way in your fabric and having to pick it all out like I did with that donor stitch. Typical. So I'm going to go because it's hot here. It's still 28 degrees and I am sweating, and you guys have seen enough of the sweaty mess. So I will leave you in peace and I'll see you hopefully soon. Bye guys.